And hi, I'm Ben. I'm age 24. I work in a bakery. I work in the afternoon part-time.
2 tablespoons.
No, you go flour.
Yep.
Then the sugar. I'm enjoying life at work. I'm independent, good looking, handsome, single, and doing life. And I'm very good at skating.
Ben Southerns a man with a mission. His one objective is to deliver the greatest performance of his life at the Special Olympics World Winter Games in Idaho. He's juggling work, domestic chores, and a heavy training schedule.
Okay, so let's just do some more 3-turn landings. Hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. Step and hold. Good. Yeah, backward bubble, backward bubble. Okay, once more.
Ben's one of 9 New Zealand athletes selected by Special Olympics to represent his country in the United States.
Try it again. That's a bit better.
Ben reckons he's been building up to this event for 12 years.
I started when I was small, and I keep them going, and keep them going, and keep them going, and one day I might have to stop.
Can you do that once more? And in the forward bubble, I want you to do an arm.
He's been with coach Kim Lewis since those early days, training 3 days a week. Today, he's working on his compulsory elements.
Go that way. Yep. And.
He's focusing on the angle of his leg and control of his spin. Ben's Down syndrome means he struggles to retain sequences. He couldn't have chosen a tougher sport, but he must perfect it all.
I had this incredible dream to get to the Olympics, and the dream is really, really good and really positive. Some dreams saying, this is not for you, but I'm saying to myself, it is for me.
The way that he's been progressed in the last month alone, I think there's more of an opportunity there for it, because he's really, really come on in the last, everything's coming together.
Home is in Christchurch, New Zealand. Ben's a familiar sight, making his way to work precisely at the same time every day. Strict routines help him manage daily life, but mostly he's a regular guy doing ordinary stuff. Down syndrome doesn't even factor.
I was born with it, and Mum and Dad did when I was born, had a little cry, and I told the parents that we have a person with a disability, born with Down syndrome, and they knew what to expect as well. I feel good. I always just say to people, I'm an ordinary person. I look different because I got special needs, but I just enjoy life and get out there more.
He's the cleaner at Montana Bakery, and you couldn't get a more fastidious worker.
Hi guys.
Work starts at 2 p.m. every weekday, but he often turns up hours early.
I believe he's ready for work at 9 o'clock in the morning, or ready to come to work.
I don't do the tunnel, I don't do the powder, I do the meshes, and then I do the scale, how much I sink.
He's very regimental in what he does. Everything's in a sequence. We have a sheet of paper for him to follow, and he just goes through that and ticks it off every half an hour. We tick, and he knows he's done his job.
Cleaning in the bakery is a really important job to do. There's a lot of mess to tidy up. Friendly, punctual. I never walk in and put people down. I never do that. Never. If I did, that made me a very bad employee. And if I was to say, you're on a probably segment for one, otherwise you'll be gone. And that will happen if I do that. Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks a bunch.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How's work?
Yeah, that's good, thanks.
Can I help?
Can I open that 10, please?
Home is with Dad and sister Jess. Mum lives in Australia. Ben doesn't mind a bit of a hand in the kitchen, but he does like to be in charge.
What's for dinner, Ben?
Sausage pie?
He amazes everyone. He's considerably more articulate than most people expect him to be, and he's really funny and just generally cool. Gets on with everyone in any situation. It's an impressive talent. And the skating thing is incredible. I can't ice skate at all, so partly envious and mostly proud, so he'll be fine when he goes flatting on his own. He can cook better than I can. Exceptionally domestic.
Oh, this is fun. Oh, there we go. Well, pretty much what I keep the house tidy. I live with two messy people who never turn up themselves. They just throw things down on the benches or floors or whatever. And I come along and just throw things away. And then the next, I come home at night, I thought, I just turned this house. Now look at it. It's a nightmare for the washing. We're trying to cut down on the washing, but as you see, it's not been cut down over last night. My sister, washing is a nightmare. You got to keep the house nice and clean and tidy. Most of the bathroom nice and clean and tidy. And just keep the house in good order. I look after them right, so you got to look after yourself. You've got to keep the house tidy, because one day if you do go flooding, other people cannot be as messy than you. Try to make the beds, all three of them. Sometimes my sister got a day off work, so if she's gone in bed, I don't know, we're in the bed. But when she's not here in the mornings, the beds are I made, I go run behind your back and make it for you. She comes in and say, oh, thank you, Ben. Then Dad comes in and he doesn't know the bed be made done every day. He's got no idea that I do it for him, but when he was on TV, he would say, oh, that's my bedroom. What the hell's going on there?
Ben is the product of parents who never let his disability get in the way.
That's now all three beers all done.
Absolutely. There's living ordinary life. Yeah, dead right. And that's what, that's what we want. And so ordinary does mean at times humdrum and those things, but it means also being accepted by society as just being part of that thing. He's a friend as well as a son, and I've enjoyed helping him along with various skills like the cooking and all that sort of stuff, and that's been great. It's been with its moments in terms of frustrations on both sides, but it's been a very beneficial because we're always aiming towards this ultimate situation of Ben being as independent as he can.
Mike knows the greatest thing he can give his son is independence. In the coming months, he wants Ben to make his own way in the world, and he's been grooming him for the separation.
I don't need to be here. It's time now for some distance because he needs his independence, and I'd welcome a chance to get out and do some things for myself. And so the time is right.
Do the 3 turn again. I want the backward landing. So do the step, change feet. Last week he mastered his first Mohawk cross in his program with his music, which took 2 coaches. We worked together on it for 3 years, and last week was the first time he did it with his music. And so, yeah, so it was a bit of a celebration moment for us coaches. It's a Mohawk cross, and it's part of his footwork sequence. So he does a little sequence of just steps, and we do a Mohawk cross, 3 turn with a poppy-uppy thingy and a drag.
And try and get out on 5. That's the key. I'm very determined to get out on time. At 5 o'clock, every time is my target. I do have any big bags like this size in here with me. Not that size? Okay, thank you. Just mostly every day you get paid for the 3 hours that you do. And then some other people do more than 3 hours, so they get more money than me, a little bit. But I get paid every Wednesday pretty much. Everyone get paid on Wednesday. And if you don't come to work, you don't get paid. Every Wednesday of every week, the money will go into my account. And then I look down the total of the wages, and let's see, I got 137.44, that's 137.44 cents that will go in today. And that will, then it will say public holiday, wages, KiwiSaver, and your holiday balance and stuff. What's the time now? An hour. 5.
What other things do you have to do?
The benches, the floors, and all of those good things. But the benches will go a lot quicker. Every day it's the same boring jobs over and over and over until you die.
With people with Down syndrome, there's no pretense. You see what you get. Ben accepts people for who they are, and he gives back himself. And there's no deceit. There's no. He's just honest and upfront and straight up and down. So you know precisely where you stand, and that's refreshing because there is no hidden messages or other agendas. It's what you get.
I just said that I'm very strong on security around the place, and I make sure every day and I know that I will close before I go to work. Good. Excellent. I'm going to try these nothing leave open so nothing comes through. And when I lock it up, then everything's all nothing secured. Because when you come home, you just open the door and everything will be stored in the house. So if something's gone, you know when the cops and say, I've been robbed. Other people around me are good, but it all depends because you really don't know what they'll be incapable of.
I suppose the biggest worry I've got is that someone will take advantage of Ben in a financial manner. I mean, Ben understands about looking after himself, but it could be easily parted with some money without Ben understanding what was going on. And that is a concern that I have.
So I'd say I got my watch out, ready to go, and now on my wrist, I have my keys off the house at work, I've got my money to top my card up, my wallet, I'll put my bag soon, the pocket up my bag, on my back, and I should be leaving the house with the mate and my card and my key. Who you on my car, please?
I remember the gynecologist said he looks downish to me. Now, I'd had an inkling what that name meant. I then did some work after that, but we were told very, very early on that they suspected Ben had Down syndrome. You were expecting one situation, but then you got something quite different. Well, you expect a regular, healthy child. Ben's healthy, and it wasn't quite regular. People will give you all the advice they can, and it's well-meaning, but you'll find one system that works for you, and that's I think what you have to do. You have to keep working with that because it's going to be different for each child. There's no manual that's going to say this is how you do it, as there's no manual for any child rearing situation. So.
Mike knew education was vital, but Ben was born at a time when the law was only just changing. Until 1989, children with Down syndrome were excluded from mainstream schools.
Probably education was the toughest thing. We were told, the Education Act came through and said your child has a right to attend your normal school. But then to go to the school and to be told, well, we don't have the teachers to cater for Ben and there are special schools for children like Ben was hard because we knew that wasn't the intent. But you don't want a school to say that. And we could have forced issues, but you don't want that either. You want the school to be accepting.
It was a proud moment when Ben graduated with a certificate in employment and work skills.
Some people just don't understand how hospital needs works. They think, oh, this person who's handicapped or a disability don't understand a word what I'm trying to say. We all live in the same environment. We all live in the same city. They've got to respect other people's feelings, really. You can't just one in life for them. I've got a lot more job to do, so I may not finish on time tonight, unfortunately. That means I got overtime. I can still lock out for my 3 hours, but then I can still work and I won't get paid for that little bit. But that's not a biggie. Oh. Good girl. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 8.
Back out on the ice, Ben dreams of glory.
is very elegant. Every time you skate, you go, and you're gliding on ice. It's like walking on ice.
Training for Idaho has been a huge emotional journey that's helped Ben mature.
I want him to be happy. That's paramount. He's got to be happy and feel as he's contributing to society. He's got to feel self-fulfilled. But I really stress, I think, happiness is, he's got to be happy. That would be one of the things. So that would be the first thing. And then secondly, feeling, that what he's doing is worthwhile.
Right, so you ready to roll? Okay, so all I'm doing is preparing dinner. And as you see, I got all the grades on the beans here. Again, what I'm going to doing tonight for my family. We're doing a thing called Mary Sausage. Whoa. Aha, got it. Sometimes it's a bit hard to open the bag, and when you finally open it, you say, aha, got it. One cup and a half a cup of I2O. All I'm doing now is got the I2O water, but going to the bowl here with the stuff I'm going on. Yeah, I'll try to tap the towel. So all I'm doing now is getting the whisk and just whisk it all up, together.
He's very, very gregarious. He loves meeting people, and that's a lot of people have mentioned that to me. That he's very, very easy. He's quite at ease to go into a room and meet people and introduce himself and engage in conversations, which is part of it in terms of interacting with society. And he loves a joke. He likes a good time, and he's good fun, and he's good to have around.
You gotta be careful here. You don't want to break your finger either. It's really, really annoying when it happens. You're like, ow, 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 ow. You're like, you okay in there?
At times when Ben can't be understood, you can see the people, trying to work with Ben to understand what he's saying. And so clearly, if you can't be understood, it's a barrier straight away. Because if people can't understand you, they either just shun you, or you can't make yourself understood to what you're trying to get.
Lid on. And that just goes into the oven. Look at that, dinner is in the oven, getting cooked. Now people come home, sit down and enjoy the food.
For Ben to operate well in society, he's got to be independent.
Very sausage.
Very sausage.
Yum.
Good. Do you want to serve?
No, you can serve in.
I will indeed. Okay. Okay. Here's yours, Ben.
Thank you.
Minnie is the best male player of all time. Here's how he...
I'm looking out. I'm home, my watch is off, and I'm just nice and relaxed now. My social life is pretty full on. I'm about to get really busy with appointments, RSC TV, work, skating, coming home, relaxing like this, and just having a good time. I enjoyed tonight. Going out and pick some hot babes up.
He'd love to have a relationship. He'd love a girlfriend, and to explore those possibilities, as all regular folks do. He has normal, sexual drives and stuff, and You know, it must be incredibly frustrating for Ben to see a multitude of women around looking really attractive, and he probably knows that they have no interest in him at all. You know, because he's not stupid. He knows that he's different.
Easily, I'll just get on the bus, walk around to every street, and say, "Hey, babe, what's up?" With my good looks, I have a clean shave and looking smart and bruised, and say, "Hi, I'm Ben. You must be," and introduce your name, hopefully, and I say, "Give you a date," and take them out.
Have you done that before?
No, but I'll be interested to know if I do that.
It's an area which I would love to become involved at some stage to try and understand is there ways, is what can you do. But you cannot manufacture a relationship. You know, you just can't do that. And so that's the thing we have to go step by step.
All I'm doing is my leg twists, and this will help with my spoils on the ice. And as you see, the product up high, and it's nice and straight. If it's like this, it's not going to help. Oh, come on. Just keep skipping, and the more fit you can get, the more active on the ice I can be on my jabs. So there's a difference between a bounce like that, not going to work, up here, and it will. If you do 10 minutes or 3 minutes, and your breath is slowly coming up or going too fast, your heart is starting going boom, 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 boom. And you just go, "Hi, Carl, look at this, give me claws, come on." And then I think you go, "Woohoo, go Ben."
There's still elements of not being able to accept people with differences, and I think that's the key. It's not a question of intellectual disability. I think it's a question of anything which is different, people have a problem with. You know, person may be sight impaired or hearing impaired, and anything which is different, we have a problem with.
Okay.
Right. Now, I've got it pinned up.
Yes.
We've got all those colours we've used, and we've scaled it up from your rainbow, so you've got purple.
Wherever possible, Ben makes his own decisions. He wanted his competition outfit to be a rainbow.
Coming down here and across the bottom of your pants.
Yep.
So we'll just put it across you. It's going to be too long because I've made plenty of spoke. Just be careful with the pins. Oh, that's looking pretty good. What do you reckon?
Fantastic.
Ben's bid for a Special Olympics medal is now just days away. He's in Auckland, about to have a final run on the ice before boarding his flight for the United States.
This ice rink is about the same size as Christchurch.
Is it really?
Looks it.
His campaign has had a massive hitch.
think so. I
His
think
coach
the
of
rink
12 years can't make the trip.
We've got a problem here. But one item my boots and it's not to the hole.
We don't have a problem. Here you go.
Thank you, I was trying to complete that.
He's now working with a nationally ranked figure skater, 19-year-old Sophie Dawson. Sophie's never coached at such a critical event. It's a tough time to be breaking in a new relationship.
Oh, shit, that's not great.
Okay, so when you turn, remember,
No, go right behind.
toe right behind, looking forward, arms lined up. Make sure you've got lots of room. Good, okay. Try and bring them forwards, but make sure you pull them in for when you jump. Otherwise, you're going to go helicopter-y. Okay. I've watched him skate for a long time because we've both been part of the skating community in Christchurch for ages. When I first started working with him, I was surprised by how
well he understood everything. I found him exactly the same to teach as any of the other skaters I'm working with. And even more so, he's improved a lot because he's put so much hard work into it. Even things he doesn't want to work on, he's worked really hard on. And the improvement in the last 2 months when I've been working with him is just huge. He has to work at some things, but he's very natural at other things. I think he struggles a lot with knowing what his body's doing, but having worked so hard on it in the last couple of months, he's starting to understand that a lot more. I can say, do you feel what you were doing there? And he can know if he's done it right or wrong, whereas before he would have just done it and thought it was okay, provided he didn't fall over. So that's really improved, and that's going to help him keep improving. This bit here is power 3 turns. You'll see the spread eagle in his program. I can't do that. I'd love to be able to do that, but I can't. He can do it no problem. Whereas other things like lining his body up properly, he struggles a little more with.
I done all the hard work in Christchurch, it's all been paid off. Auckland has been and gone, but now we're going to board date and I'm looking forward to it.
Ben's staying in the swanky ski resort town of Sun Valley.
I'm staying with our host family. It's been absolutely fantastic. They've been very nice people. Hi, welcome to Morning Idaho, and look at my room. I'm probably in this room with a big bed and a ensuite through here. That's the bathroom. I'll walk in the shower. It's fantastic. You just walk in, you can sit down in the shower if you want to. Let's look at the view. It's just been fantastic. It's a bit cold, I should say, because there's not snow about. And I've got a really deep bath. It's like a spa pool as well, so sitting there in soak. It's just amazing. I've never seen it in my entire life.
It's Ben's first skate on an outdoor rink and his last training before competition.
So Ben, today we're going to practice the program just in little sections.
Yep.
We're going to do a little section, stop, you come back over to me.
Yep, sure.
I'll tell you what to fix. And then we're going to do it again. We've worked from working on the program and working on the moves to getting every little bit perfect at the moment. So it's getting really nitpicky, a lot of hard work, and a lot of really focusing on the program. You're not at your home rink, so you've got to adjust, and being in a different time zone, it's kind of throwing the skating off a little bit, to be honest. Were you looking at them?
I'm doing the third one.
No, and that's why you didn't do the third one.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Okay.
Okay, how high do you need your spiral to be then?
Very high.
Very high? How exactly
Hip height.
how high? Hip height, right. It needs to get up that high at the start of the spiral, not by the end.
Okay.
They only start counting when it gets to hip height. So can you do that again and get your foot up to your hip right from the very start of the spiral.
I have to stay focused and just keep on the focusing and just keep on skating as hard as you can.
That was better.
That noise is awesome.
Yeah, you like them cheering?
Yeah, I know.
Or be like that at the competition.
Good.
So you gotta look up and smile at them.
This is the Special Olympic Winter Games. And it's not often to come over here to skate that well.
Okay, did you actually put your weight into the other leg before you put your foot up?
No.
No, that's why you're having trouble balancing. You are spinning like this. No matter how bent this knee is, your weight's only on this leg.
Yeah. It's not good.
No, it's not. You know, he's at the Olympics. No one goes to the Olympics without getting stressed, without working. It's the hardest thing he's ever going to do, so of course it's not easy. And he knows that. What are you doing? when was your sow cow out there? Since when was there a mohawk in it? You did a mohawk. Our free skate's not working today. I think all the changes just a little bit too much pressure. So we're going to work on compulsory moves, which is the first competition we have. A little bit here. A little.
Training today, the practice was crap, and my coach was like, "Oh, the sake, Ben, this is not. You know it, and just do it." So I know the turns, I know the things, but the practice was crap. I do commit it, so we can work on those things. I got one.
Ben's one of 2,500 competitors from 113 countries competing at these games.
I felt happy about 6:30. Came down for breakfast, then I felt a bit coffee. So coffee a lot. On the day it was, I thought, competition day, why am I coughing? But apart from that, I feel happy, I feel ready, and I just do it.
I've only coached at one competition before. This is a much bigger step. But we're doing okay. My coaching's fine.
It's been incredible to be here at the Special Olympics Winter Games. It's been really good so far. I'm not nervous or anything. The only way I get nervous is my knees start to shake. When my knees start to shake, then you know that I'm nervous.
Should be fine. Yeah.
And with a good coach as Sophie, I'm sure we can come away with a gold.
There's nothing more he can learn now. He just has to do it.
New Zealand scarf, and the people just shout out Kiwi as we walk down.
My brother gave me this t-shirt to wear from Global Culture in Christchurch.
And I did my nails because I've worn all my black and white stuff. So my nails are beautiful. And we made rosettes. And we've got these scarves, which are the Special Olympic coloured scarves, and everybody's got them. 55,000 they made.
It's my subtle hat.
And your t-shirt.
And my t-shirt.
I am very encouraged.
Let's go around here, see if we can check in.
If there's one thing Ben likes, it's familiarity.
Skaters, 1 minute remaining in warm-up.
But Ben hasn't had an opportunity to skate at this rink.
Much bigger than at home, but there's stands all the way around. Going much of my head stays up. And just focus really. I'm not looking for anyone in particular. I know what kind of carries in the crowd, and I'm sure what will happen is they'll clap and cheer.
Ben's family never expected him to do anything like this.
Anxious, nervous, with anticipation, praying for him, all those things.
Doesn't get nervous, he just shakes uncontrollably, but he'll be all right, hopefully.
I always get stressed before Ben competes.
Yeah, I suppose so. When
But
he's
not
trying
this
something
stressed. This is a really big thing for him, and he hasn't had that much competition in New Zealand, so there's a lot more competition here as well.
But any time he tries something new, there's always the anxiety, the anticipation.
Where's the boards? Where's the centre of the ice?
It's about here.
It's time for Ben to get into the psyche of top-level performance.
Are you really focusing, or are you thinking about other things?
No, I'm focusing.
Okay, arms up. You need to be looking this way the whole time. We're going this way first. So ready, and right foot. Ben, I need to see outside edge. And go. Ben, the f is that? Is that an outside edge?
No.
Were you thinking outside edge? Am I doing an outside edge? Am I on my right foot?
No, that's
I
not.
need you to think. Am I on my right foot? Am I on an outside edge?
Yeah.
Don't give me that shit.
Okay.
This is simply copying me. You can copy me. There is nothing at all tricky about this.
He knows overall
That's
that I
it.
don't care how well he skates, provided he tries.
Ben.
So he responds when I'm shouting at him in a lesson. But when the lesson's over, then he knows that I'm still there and I still support him and that I'm not going to be upset if he has a bad day or a bad skate.
Step. Good, okay.
I've been pushing him really, really hard for the last few weeks because he's an athlete and he's at the Olympics, and that's what the very top sporting competition is about. I mean, he's not here to have a good time, he's here to do the best he can, and he knows that, and he's dealt really well with me pushing him really hard because he knows that's part of it, that's what he's here for.
I say to them, look, you're doing everything that you can. I know this is a competition, I know this is tough on you, it's tough on me as well, but you need to understand of how we need to work here, get this direct. I'll never speak to them.
There's just 20 minutes before Ben takes to the ice.
Thank you.
This is his first of 2 competition days, but it's by no means a warm-up. 180 skaters are performing in today's compulsory section of the competition. All of the athletes have an IQ of 75 or less. Today's performances count for just 1/3 of each skater's total score for the competition.
Step forward, low, walk, step, cross, step forward. So your first push, outside that way. And then your inside is that way again. Ben? Good luck, you'll be right, you know what you're doing. Yeah. When you're ready.
Just a little bit concerned about whether or not he had the steps in his head, because he can't always connect his brain with his legs, and sometimes he just gets out there and he skates. He doesn't really know what he's done, so he doesn't know if he's done the right steps or not.
They were both insides, do outsides. Outsides. Yeah, you didn't do outsides.
I expect Ben to know everything he's doing and to not need to speak to me while he's out competing. He did 2 sets of inside edges, so I got him to do those again, but aside from that, he was on his own.
Ben has never skated at an international competition. Points from today's compulsory routine count for 1/3 of his total score. The week will build to his main performance.
Over there soon, that was a good skate.
He didn't trip, he didn't wobble, he was awesome. We all cried quite hard.
Good, not perfect, but not bad.
Start again, you shouldn't start again, and this is not like you.
A slip is not the end of a gold medal. Mishaps are excluded from the judges' marking as long as during their performance they complete each skill.
Tomorrow is my big day, and I'll be wearing this outfit right here. It's very plush, as you see, and tomorrow I'll put it on and skate in it. That's what we're doing, like a dream.
I'd like to win. It's always good to win, It'd be really nice for him, for his family. He's spent a long time skating. But, I mean, if he does a good skate for him, then we can be happy.
Tomorrow is the last day of competition. And believe me, I'm looking forward to get on the ice, facing the American crowd. I say, this is New Zealand, baby, and I'm going to win the gold.
Have you been ready to do this?
Yes, I am. I'm definitely ready.
What those 10, 15 years of practice have been for?
Yep, 10 15 practice, and all paid off today.
Just stay focused, that's all you need to do.
Please report to Captain Walker. Pictures. And for the scan of our students, please no flash photography.
He's first at the moment. One judge put him in second place, but the other 4, I think, have him in first place, which is quite exciting.
But you're not letting on. Why?
No. Like I said, he's quite confident, and if he gets too confident, he sort of go into the free skate a little overconfident, not focus properly, and it can all go out the window. And the free skate's worth more than the compulsories, so you need to do really well in that one. So I'm just not letting him think good or bad either way, so he's really focused on the final skate.
They might not have been to the Olympics themselves before, but they've all seen the performances. Sitting behind Ben on the points table is German skater Peter Mantelli. Ben's opted to do a more challenging routine, which may or may not work against him, depending on his delivery.
From New Zealand, please help me welcome Ben Southern.
The final points aren't yet tallied, but he knows it's not good enough for gold. His final placing, 4th. But in Ben's mind, he came and he conquered. Germany's Peter Mantelli takes the gold medal.
I think they were absolutely fantastic. They did better than, they're not better than me, but we can move on and I can say, I did it, I got here, I did it for my country, I did it for my family and my coach, and I'm not enjoying down. Down! Thank you.
Well done. So well done. So proud of you. All right?
Yeah.
God, you look good.
Hi, New Zealand, and I made it Idaho, and I'm coming home with a full-place medal. I'm single, I'm free, so I'm not married yet. You see, you know when my thinking is. If I was married, I will not be here. I'll be with my wife, because somebody else. And you're all, and you're going, what were you doing when you're 24 years old? I would say, well, I was famous, I go to the games, I go on the TV, and I'd say, you put in the league. And I'd say, no, I'm not putting in the league. Here's proof, here's the DVDs of skating, attitude, look at all of them.